Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. This is unusual. Recording this Friday, August the 12th at 8:14, but this is a very unusual setup in August for rainfall. Some of this is going to be locally heavy, a rainy period in the middle of one of the driest months of the entire year. Typically, this time of the year, the only way you get significant rainfall, there are two ways. From afternoon thunderstorms, and that's very isolated, usually not widespread, the heating type, and remnants of tropical systems. But that's not the case here. There are two things coming together that are going to provide for a lot of rain for parts of Arkansas. One is a front getting into the state and stalling out. This is something that you would see in mid to late spring. And an area of low pressure loft coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, which is going to kind of come up towards the Arklatex, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and then up into Oklahoma, and we're going to be in a favorable area. These two things are going to come together, and there's going to be a lot of moisture surrounding that frontal boundary. I'm going to go over all this in just a little bit with these maps, and I'll try to make this as brief as possible and explain everything to you. But we've been talking about rain. I just want to make sure that I communicate this well to you, that I don't think that everybody in Arkansas is going to have a washout starting this weekend into the beginning of next week. I don't think that's going to happen. For some, yes, that is possible, but not for all. The crucial part of this forecast is, where does that front stall out, and where does all the areas of rain develop? So this may be a case while northern Arkansas gets the most rain, southern Arkansas, you may not get it quite as much. Now, you'll probably get some rain out of this, but it's not going to be like a washout for the next 4 days. And even in northern Arkansas, it's going to be damp and dreary, but I don't think it's going to be a washout for 4 days. But there are going to be areas of rain, some of this locally heavy, and flooding is a possibility with this. Now, I hesitated to even put this map into my blog post here because it's going to change. This is a flash flood watch that was issued by the National Weather Service. Saturday, it goes into effect Saturday and lasts through Monday. The reason why I've hesitated to show it to you is because I'm recording this early in the morning, and I think there are going to be more counties added to this across northern and maybe even central Arkansas. Now, there are two things coming together. Let me see. This is valid late Saturday on the 13th. Front is bisecting the state. Again, pretty unusual to get this in August. And you also have an area of low pressure aloft coming around like this. So it's where this front ends up that I think will be where the highest and the greatest rain chances will exist. So rain chances go up dramatically on Saturday. Look what happens on Sunday. It stalls when you see the pips. That's what these are called, with the warm front, and then the barbs like that. When you see that alternating, that means the front has gone stationary. It's barely moving. So where does this end up? Where does the front stall out? So I think it's going to be surrounding that front that sees the greatest rainfall amount. So that's on Sunday. And then this is Monday. Yeah, this is Monday. It's still stalled, but has drifted a little bit further towards the north across northern Arkansas. This is the day back to school for many. First day back to school, and pictures and all that, maybe inside. Not the best of days, I think. Anyway, so here's Tuesday. It's still out there and drifting across northern Arkansas. So this is what I'm talking about. While everybody's got a chance of rain, I think the highest rainfall amounts are going to be found across west central, through portions of central, northern, and northeast Arkansas, in this area of the state. And I'm backed up with that with some of the computer models. Now I'm going to show you several different computer models in the order of which I believe they're never perfect, but in the order of which I believe and put more credibility in. And this may be a shock to you, but the European, and it has been very consistent, and that's one of the reasons why I like computer models when they're consistent, and plus the European it always outperforms the GFS. But anyway, this is rainfall from Saturday through next Wednesday at 9 a.m. So that's why you see Wednesday at 9 a.m. I really should have the timestamp that says through. So that's through Wednesday, 9 a.m. Areas of rain and thunderstorms, as I was telling you, not a washout, but there will be some flash flooding for some. You can see the corridor, the heaviest rainfall in this area, according to the European, 3 to 4 inches of rain. We're talking about rainfall records, daily, monthly, summer rainfall records that we're going to keep an eye on. They're going to be challenged. The highest amount, look at that, right where the flash flood watch is in effect, 4 to 6 inches. But I think that there may be more counties added to that. The least amount of rain, but still significant, far east and especially far northwest. That's according to the European. Now, this is the RPM that I'm about to show you. I am not a fan of the RPM model. It's run 12 times a day and comes up with 12 different solutions. And some of them are wildly different than the other. However, I want to show you this and ignore the numbers. I should have taken the numbers out because we're not going to get, I promise you, through Monday at 5:30 a.m., we're not going to get 2.72 inches of rain, to be exact. But just, I want you to see where it's showing the heaviest rainfall. And I think that it's on to it because it's sort of like the European. See where the reds are located? That's where I think the heaviest rain is going to fall. It's showing, and you have to look at this generally, 2 to 4 inches with isolated higher amounts. You can see what I'm talking about, isolated higher amounts like Batesville, like Mena, like Fort Smith, maybe Fayetteville, maybe as far northwest as that, with lesser amounts across the southeast, but I think they'll probably be a little bit more significant across the southeast. All right, so that's the RPM, and that only goes through Monday morning. All right, here's the GFS through Wednesday at 9 a.m. Here's the GFS, sort of showing the same thing with the least amounts across southeastern Arkansas and the highest amounts across far northwest Arkansas. Remember, the European placed the higher amounts in this location. So they're sort of similar but differing. I mean, they differ greatly, but in the overall picture, they're all, these models are showing the same thing. Lesser southeast, more north, where that front stalls out. Exactly, and again, pinpointing where this happens is still a bit of a challenge. The NAM, that's through Monday at 7:30, showing Little Rock getting a half an inch. That is possible. We'll see. But then there's the meteorologists at the Weather Prediction Center and their guidance, and this is what they're putting out right now. This is 7-day rainfall amounts, and I grabbed this off of weatherbell.com to show this to you, but this is from the Weather Prediction Center, and it's showing the same thing. Along that front, the moisture pooling with that low coming up, there's the moisture pooling, and it's showing, where this brown starts. Wherever you see brown, it's 5 inches, and much of the state is 5 inches, except for far northwest and along the Mississippi River. 6.39, they got a bullseye out here across western Arkansas, but look at northern Arkansas. I mean, in Missouri, it's showing 10.28 inches over 7 days. I mean, this is just unheard of unless you have the remnants of a tropical system. But northern Arkansas, where that flash flood watch is in effect, it's showing at least 7 inches of rain. So you can see our concern with this. Flash flood watch starts tomorrow and goes through Monday. There will be areas of heavy rainfall. At this time, I'm recording this Friday, August the 12th at 8:22 is the time. I think it's northern Arkansas. Again, you'll see these counties will probably expand. But at this time, it seems like the corridor of the heaviest rainfall, again, areas of rain, periods of rain, locally heavy, will be across the northwestern half of the state in this area right in here. Could that change? Let's see where that front ends up and where all that moisture pools. So a lot to watch. Stay with Channel 7. Download our app. Not the greatest weekends to end summer for all the kiddos before they go back to school, and it may not be the best day to go back to school with all the rain around. As far as the severe potential is concerned, I don't think it's all that high. This is mainly heavy rain. Thank you so much for making this the site that it is, the Arkansas Weather Blog here at KATV.com. We'll keep you updated all weekend long. Have a great rest of your day and your weekend, everybody.